If some of you don't know yet, when I hit 1 million subscribers before 2020 May ends, then I will randomly pick one of the subscribers with a friend to have an all-inclusive trip to this year's second major. All you have to do is subscribe. But new updates equals new tricks, new ideas. We are on Dust 2, where now in B tunnels the ceiling has some holes in it that you can use to throw nades. The most important one is the door smoke, and while some people have shown it from there, then I don't recommend it, as you can have the same effect from a much safer position without the need to cross the entrance. It goes from this corner, and even this spot is vulnerable for you if CTs push left side closed tunnels, so watch out. But quickly get into this corner, look for this imaginary rectangle, aim in the middle of the right side and a bit inside. Plus left click throw. Smoke will find its way through the ceiling hole and land to doors. No gaps for enemy side to work with. The only thing is that it sticks out a bit, so be careful with flash pushes through the smoke. The next one that may be interesting to you is a window smoke, and I have already seen some pretty hanya stuff with movements plus some extra style points, but the easiest way I could do it for now is from this corner. So yeah, you need to cross the entrance, get into the corner, aim up from the right side of this box and a bit up from the very middle of this piece of wall. It has to be pretty precise, but it's still nicely doable without the scope. If you're ready, then jump throw. Smoke does some cool bounces and lands to the boxes to block off window. Enjoy the easiest lineup on the internet for now that works well for 128 tick servers. On train, I got two alternatives for the same smoke that lands behind green train / right side Ivy area. In my opinion, a very powerful smoke for your A takes. For the first one, see where the shadow is and line yourself up with this stripe on the train. Then count to 4 here. Go up till the building peak and jump throw. I do it again on 128 tick server, works perfectly for Faceit and all other proper platforms. Simple bounces plus smoke lands to a great place, leaving no gaps for enemy side to work with. This lineup is more forgiving than the next one. That starts from this corner, aim at the top middle of this building thingy. And if you're ready, then jump throw. I feel this lineup is easier, I haven't seen it anywhere as well, pure originality right here. Although it's easier to miss this one and it may bait your enemies to peek right side, but sadly for them they shouldn't see anything here and your teammates from Olaf can use it as a one-way smoke. But still, be prepared for this stupid peek. I have warned you. Anyways, it should do the very same work and it's easier to remember it. Now I think in general this is a very important smoke, and just to theorycraft a little, what could happen is that green train defenders don't want to be left out from A side and they could start to use their molotovs. If enemies molly here, then the first lineup will give you a smoke for right side and second lineup will give you a smoke for left side. But if you want to beat all those enemy side molotovs and still get a perfect smoke down there for your quick A hit, your teammate could throw a deep molly from T main and you could just create your own quick little smoke that bounces straight down and still have the same effect as original smokes without any molotovs. Super general. Alright, to keep video refreshing for you, let's take a step back from the updates, and here's an awesome idea I saw from Reddit by Zix. All credits to him. So if you smoke both archways and execute B, short defender could still frag you. But if you do this simple right click smoke in the kitchen, it actually covers this angle. So something that you may find useful in your full B executes. Funny that this map has been around for years and years, and even in 2020 there are still fresh approaches that you can come up with. Feel free to try it out. Next up, again train, and a very kinky idea for you. 98% of the times not useful, but the remaining 2% we never know. Find the gap between those trains close to Ivy plus line yourself up according to the shown brick line. Now look for the smaller dirty area on the wall and count down to 6 white line. Aim at the top of it. By the way, you can pretty easily do it without the scope. If you feel good, then jump throw. Smoke will bounce off from the skybox and eventually land on the edge of green train, giving you a pretty hippie one-way smoke. If enemies want to cross to hell or just peek Olaf, they can't see you. But you or your teammates can see them at all times from T main. Creativeness level 99, and really it's not that hard to throw it. Don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared to try out hippie stuff in the game. Just make sure you have the right timing for that. Dust 2 meet doors, and here's a weird wallbang through the stone wall. It only works at very certain angles, plus it's easier to execute it from Xbox side to CT middle. But I managed to shoot some bullets the other way around as well. Of course, the stronger the weapon the better, but it also works with AK. The way I found a consistent line is from the Xbox corner, slide a bit up and line yourself up with this darker mark on the box. then move to another corner without moving your crosshair. As you can see, it would be nice if mid doors are smoked, and then just start tapping and move around just a tiny bit. The following line gave me the best results as lots of bullets went through the wall. Overall, a nice fresh idea on an old map. Alright, over past B bomb site to A default Molotov. They say don't play with fire, but this is some next level fire game right here. Get on top of the B bomb site and stay around the left corner here. Aim at this small E-box like shown. If the time comes, walk just a tiny bit plus jump throw. Molotov flies through the gap and explodes at the A bomb site, potentially winning your team some time to properly set up your retake. Or if you are a big baller and trust that enemy team don't smoke, you know there are some non-smokers in game, then throw it as a T. If you don't risk, you don't drink champagne, and sometimes when you risk, you don't drink it either. Choice is yours. By the way, flashes with similar lineup are very much godlike too. Again, overpass. If it's one of those rounds when you have a feeling that it's gonna be a B rush, you can do a lot from A bomb site to distract them. For example, throw the easiest monster smoke out there, hug the dumpster, crouch, aim like shown, and jump throw. In 128 tick, it gives you a monster smoke with a very easy lineup. But it's pretty common. What's not that common is to buy enemy team's favorite auto sniper. Come to the truck corner, jump in the air just a bit right so you land on the truck edge. Look down from the metal wall line until you hit this black stone wall line and then start shooting. Feel free to move around a bit with your crosshair, plus look at the right top corner of the screen for any potential frags. Because what it does, wallbang has such a great line that you can be 99% sure if 5 guys rush B, you will hurt someone for sure. Why not to try it out and send me your results if you got any kills like that. Easy lineups guys, I try to make them as easy as possible for you to remember, but of course you can't memorize them all. Just pick your favorites. They added a bench on Mirage. You can now easily self-boost to window, but I also found one pretty stupid lineup from the bench corner. Aim at the bottom of this wood piece and jump throw. Throwing position may be questionable, but this smoke is powerful as it blocks a lot of info for CTs, and it also provides a potential interesting one-way for your teammates. Let him or her lurk around here, simple as that. Another thing that's new on Mirage is this wallbang. If you are in Palace, just aim right side of this door and test your luck with AWP as you will damage the corner guys. But if you get smoked off, you can hug this post, look through the third gap here, start shooting through the wall and play some lottery with jungle guys, as you may deal some free damage over there. Never say never. Back to overpass, you may or may not know that there are plenty of opportunities for stupid mollies / smokes through the ceiling here. Right now, I think the coolest one is the right click smoke on the top of this lamp. Just do it, it will leave you lots of gaps in heaven to work with. And why enemies may fall for it is the fact that in PUBG some people often smoke heaven poorly themselves, so even though it may look a bit questionable, enemies may think that this smoke is thrown by their teammates and not pay too much attention to heaven. This may be your chance to shine and get your team back into the round. At least in theory, it would be a pretty cool way to do it. 12 style points for sure. I have shown you a similar idea once, but sometimes once is not enough. And it was like a year ago, so take a position in the middle of the sunny area over here, crouch, aim in the middle of this whiter stripe, and then left click throw. Smoke will land on the edge there, leaving your upper teammates a great advantage to see enemies first. If they have decided to push B and they don't stop it even when they see the smoke, your teammate has no excuses not to ace the whole enemy team. So after watching this video, go in game and put some pressure on your teammates' shoulders. One uncommon tip on Mirage, thanks to Shinka for sending me this idea. An easy afterplant connector smoke. Get into this corner, crouch, and aim like shown. Stand up plus left click throw. Abracadabra cadabra cadabra. It will be a beautiful top con smoke, and believe me, if enemies have at least 3 players left, one of them will be coming from connector for sure. A super general guarantee. The second uncommon tip from Mirage, and thanks to AXHURN for this one. If you want to get featured and send me your very unusual ideas, then don't use my business mail for that, but send me YouTube links and pictures only to nadekingofficial@gmail.com. If you still send me your video or demo files with email, just keep in mind they will get insta deleted. But instead of a regular stairs smoke, maybe you have jungle smoke down and they are watching you from stairs, you can do your stairs smoke in a much safer position. By getting close to the ladder, aim like shown, down and left click throw. A nice and long airtime, but smoke will eventually land to stairs. You would easily win your next local big air competition with this one. And why not to use it as a fake flash? Enemies will turn or get some cover and you can switch up your position. Endless opportunities, guys. Just endless opportunities. Alright, the train, and I mean, of course, we have one more update abuse here. If you get into this corner, aim a bit up from the center of this loophole, jump throw, then in 128 tick, you get a cool Ivy smoke. It may be a bit late though, but if your teammate who plays Ivy throws just one flash to Ivy, these 2 nades may be enough to ruin all enemy plans in Ivy, and they may get scared that you pushed up close. Potentially only 2 nades to make 5 of your enemies scared. What a world we live in.